Greetings. Greetings, family and friends. Hello, everyone. It's your fellow alopecia princess, Action Jacqueline. Good evening. I got myself a new wig. Actually, this is not a new wig. I've had this wig for a while now. I bought this when I went to go visit my bestie in Ocala, Florida. They were doing a 2-for-1 sale, which is something that's unheard of in New York. I've never, in all my years living in this state, come across a 2-for-1 sale, and it was a legit 2-for-1 sale, y'all. So I'm gonna try to find the name of that store that I purchased this wig from in Ocala, Florida. I don't know who lives in Ocala, Florida, but if you're in that area, if you ever for some reason find yourself in that area, I recommend you go check out that store. I'm trying to see if I can find the name actually. How's everybody doing today? I'm trying to give myself a makeover on my own, which is what I always do, but I'm beginning to feel like I need to call in some help. Like I need to actually go into a salon, which is something I hate to do. I've never been to a salon and not felt like I was on stage. Every time I go to a salon, somebody asks me if they can take my photo or if I mind modeling for it's not and it's I know it's not because like I'm some drop dead gorgeous beauty. It's because I'm bald headed and they don't come across that many people who are like me, and it just makes me feel so like I don't like it, but then I love having somebody else do my hair if they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Hi, cyber police. Cyber police. I didn't even want to say that name. That's a scary name. Cyber police says, hi, I'm Iranian. Where are you from? I'm from New York, USA. Uh, Joaquin Armengol says, hola, hola, Joaquin. How are you guys doing? Let me check over what's going on in TikTok because I struggle with that. I'm on 2 platforms right now, and I really do struggle to see both you guys's messages all at once. It's really hard for some reason, but I think I'm getting a hang of it. I think I'm getting a hang of it. I am going to be styling. Jay says, hey, what's up, Jay? That's Jay. That's actually a good friend of mine. Thank you for tuning in. Very seldom do I have actual friends of mine whom I know in person who join me on my lives. I'm about to style a wig, Jay. Thanks for joining me. Maybe you can call your girl and let her join in. She might want to see me style a wig. That's actually one of my husband's really good friends. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start styling this wig. First, I want to figure out how I can keep this TikTok screen open so that I don't have to keep jumping back and forth. I want to be able to communicate with all yous guys in one shot if I can. All right, so I think I'm figuring this out. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so the wig that I purchased, well, I got this wig for free, to be honest. And if I had more time there, I think I wouldn't have chosen this wig. I don't typically like to have wigs that have like C parts, and I like a big part. I like a 4x6 part and stuff like that. But we're gonna see if we can work this out because I mean I bought it. It's mine, and I don't like wasting money. So if I have the wig, I'm gonna try to do my best with it and try to wear it for at least 1 week. Otherwise, I do feel like I didn't get my money's worth. And even though it was free, it wasn't completely free. I had to buy something first. I had to buy something of equal value to get it. So it wasn't completely free. It wasn't like I walked in the store and they were just like, hey, lady, I got something for you. It wasn't like that. But anyway, this is the wig. It's called Amanda, and it's by the Outre line. It's the melted hairline range. And I have her in color DR4 Golden Honey Blonde. So with you guys' help, I'm going to try to give myself a little makeover because I'm a little tired of my current look, which for some reason I'm locked into. I went on live just yesterday or the day before, and I was trying to redo my makeup and do something different. And for some reason, I walked away looking exactly the same as I always look. And I swore I did something different. I was so intentional about changing my brow shape. I don't know. And I guess the alternative would be to like wear a lot of makeup, which really I don't like to do. Not because I'm against makeup. Like I do think people who wear, a full face beat, I think y'all look great. It just doesn't look good on me, even when I get it professionally done. So I think it has something to do with my body type. Are y'all into stuff like that? Body types. Okay. So this is the wig, and I'm already impressed by the hairline. Even though I do only get that C part. See the C part? I do get a really nice hairline, y'all. And look at the lace. The lace seems truly invisible. Truly invisible. Let me put this up to my shirt to see if it shows. Let me see. I guess it's not truly invisible because you can't see it. So I guess every skin tone can't carry this. Yeah. When it's too dark, I definitely can't pull it off, but I can darken it if it's too light. But too dark, that just doesn't work. There's a lot of wigs that I want to get. A lot of the budget-friendly wigs come with lace that is a little on the darker side for me, and I had to pass them up because I just know I can't blend it. It's hard outside for us girls. It's never easy out in these streets. Thank you for joining me, by the way. I'm Action Jacqueline, your big bald-headed sister and fellow alopecia princess. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this lace. I'm using my small little, what do you call these little shears? I don't even know what you call these little shears, but I guess people use them for sewing. Fun fact, I studied in my undergrad apparel design, and I learned how to sew and design clothes at that time. It was like a real passion of mine at one point. Many, many moons ago. That was a dream forgotten. I ended up working in a lab for almost 20 years. So yeah, that's how life works out. But whatevs. I get to be creative here on TikTok and YouTube. So thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity. Okay, so like I said, I wish I could show you how I cut my lace. It's really easy, but for some reason, a lot of people struggle with it. I think a lot of people fear they're gonna mess up somehow, but how can you really mess up if you are looking at the item as you cut it? Like just pay close attention, take your time, and you're not gonna mess up. Just cut the lace. I guess I could put it on my head like the other girlies do. They put it on and then they do the whole meltdown and all that other stuff before they cut it, but before they put it on. But I know for sure I'm not returning this wig. I'm gonna wear it. When I buy a wig, I wear it. Even if it's just a few times, I wear it. And don't forget, it was free. So for those of you who don't know, the way that I wig is my budget each month is $200 per month for wigs. And I go between like 200 and 240. And now that Mr. President Donald Trump has decided he wants to impose a 145% tax on goods coming out of China, I'm going to have to up that, which means that I'm probably going to have to buy less wigs because I can't up it by much. Otherwise, I'm going to price myself back into another job, which I don't want to do. Do have to learn how to live frugally in this world of ours. We can't just be spending all willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so basically what I've been doing was I've been practicing staying bald in the house more often, whereas I used to get up every morning, put my wig on, and just walk around with the wig on all day long. Now I don't. Now I actually have taken this opportunity to get comfortable in my skin, in my bald skin. Just wearing pretty jewelry, doing my makeup every morning. Whereas before I would put the wig on and I would still do my makeup, but not to the same extent. Like I didn't care if certain things. Now I definitely have to wear my blush. I realize that my area of focus is blush and making sure that my eyes have some lashes on them, or at least some eyeliner. And then I really do like to have a nice piece of jewelry on all the time. You'll like never see me without earrings in my ear. I would like to get my whole ear, actually. I would like to get like a third hole, one up here. I've never wanted to do that before, but now that I'm spending more time bald, I'm like, you know what? That might be actually a vibe. And then you see the ones who get the one here. That seems really painful. But I do like the look. It's really a nice look. If I were younger and more out in the world than I am right now, I would get a tattoo as well. I did a tattoo once. Like I drew a tattoo with a permanent marker, which I never should have done. It's really dangerous. I don't recommend anybody doing it. At the time when I did it, I didn't realize how dangerous it is, but it's really not good. But it was beautiful. It came out really good, and I actually filmed it. If you look into my YouTube history, you could find the little clip where I talked about that. Okay, so I have completed cutting the lace. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the wig and see what it looks like. But first, let me cut this off. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Are you guys being good to yourselves? Karen Hill. Oh, Karen, look, I have all my people on here today. Karen, hi. That's my cousin, y'all. Karen Hill is my first cousin. Beautiful woman in Canada. So Kelly, how are you? Sis, you are beautiful. I love that you are rocking the baldy. Thank you so much. I don't really rock the baldy. You know I'm always going to wear my wig outside. I don't have the temperament, Kelly, to go outside without my wig. I've tried it a few times, and the amount of attention I get, both good and bad, by the way, because I will say not all the attention I get when I'm out and about bald is, what the hell? This wig is nice. Completely sidetracked. Not all the attention I get when I'm out and about in a wig is bad. A lot of it is good, but it's just a lot of attention. A lot. It's like, oh my God. And then the questions about cancer, I hate those the most. Is this wig nice, y'all? Is this wig nice straight out the bag? I did not expect this. Oh, I need to turn a light on. I might be being tricked by the light. Hold on, y'all. I can count on my hand. That's a lot of light now. Now I just look like Goldilocks. what is going on? Switc92 says you look fab without it. Thank you so much, Switc92. I appreciate that. It's always nice to hear that. Because, there's always that little bit of insecurity. I've never completely lost the insecurity about, now I'm eating hair. I just ate hair. And now I feel like I ate something tragic. Y'all know I talk about the pesticides they found in synthetic hair many times before, and I just ate it, and it made me remember that I'm supposed to wash a wig before I wear it, especially a synthetic wig, because they've been found to have pesticides and VOCs in it. VOCs are volatile something. Volatile, so I don't know, whatever they are, they're cancer causing, and really you should wash a wig before you wear it. So I'm not seeing right today because for some reason this wig just looks perfect straight out the bag, and I know that's not the case. Switc92 says, may God bless you, love. May God bless you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Karen says, so cute, LOL. Karen says, we always pray for you. Trump is a disappointment. Trump is. I'm saying this out loud, and for some reason, I feel like I'm in communist China. and like somebody's going to come and shut down my page because I say that Trump is a disappointment. As you say, Karen, I'm not getting into this political conversation because the divide between the left and the right is so rigid. It's like you hit your head. Like you cannot talk to a person from an opposing party without bumping heads hard, like almost cracking your head. And it doesn't, don't get me wrong. If it weren't for Trump, I would have probably voted Republican because there's a lot of things, you know, on the Republican side that I agree with. But Trump and his antics over the years has shown me exactly what to expect in his first 100 days. And he's already showed his ass so many times that I even though I still have to eat the crap that he shits on us, at least I can say I didn't vote for him. At least I can say I didn't vote for him. That's all I'm going to leave that at. I'm talking way too much about politics. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So please, if anybody wants to get into this conversation, please, please don't. Please don't. I shouldn't have said anything. That was actually for my cousin. I don't know how I dragged you all into that. Okay, so this is the wig, y'all. What the hell? Could it be that this wig is actually this nice that it needs no work? The only thing I don't like is how straight this part is. So let me see if I can do something about that. I hate a super straight part. I feel like it just indicates wig. Like it's like, ooh, wig from a mile away. And apparently, y'all, people are not allowed to wear a wig without being shamed for it. People will always be shamed for wigs. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with my bald girl gossip room news, but I've been following a lot of stories of people being shamed in public, politicians and such, for their wigs. And it's out of order. Like, in my opinion, it's to the point of harassment. And in some situations, if I were in those situations and I had another public figure harassing me about my wig, I would definitely press charges. I would cry. I would cry. What was the word? Slander. I would cry slander and harassment for the things that I hear these people say. Because as a person who has been on the receiving end of jokes about wigs and things like that, it's very uncomfortable. And I've never had to do it in a public forum, like in front of people on TV in that sense. Of course, I deal with it here online. Like I'll get some little kid or something like that. And I imagine they're all little kids. Like they're all like 15-year-old boys angrily typing about how nobody cares about my bald head and I look like an alien or whatever. I imagine they're all kids because eventually, at one point, I actually found out that one of the people who was like harassing me was a child, and I was like, "Wow, lucky thing I didn't go for his jugular because he's a child." I'm not arguing with some 15-year-old. My God. All right, so this is the wig, y'all. I'm really impressed with this wig. I can count on my hands how many wigs I've ever pulled out and had no need. What the hell? Is this a for real wig or am I dreaming? Y'all, I dream about wigs like this. I dream about hair that requires no work. Like pull it out the bag and put it on. So this is the photo. I feel like I'm being duped. Like this is not real. Look at the color too. You know what I notice? Oh my God, this wig is... All right, let me show y'all the back. What is going on? I have to move my chair out the way. The hair, it feels so lightweight. There's no scent to it. That hairline, straight out the box. What is this? This is a dream wig, y'all. And I haven't even glued it down. All right, let me take it off and show you. Okay, I did say I was going to show you the back, right? Let me stay on task. So that's it from the back. Can y'all see any scalp in between? I feel like you can see scalp. Somebody let me know. What the hell? It might be a little too light for me. Like it's matching my skin tone by a lot. You know what's reminding me of? I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm about to tell you how old I am by making this reference. Did any of you guys watch Inspector Gadget when you were kids? Go, go, Gadget Umbrella. Inspector Gadget had a daughter who was the real inspector. And she had hair this exact color and it matched her skin tone. And I remember thinking, why does her hair so closely match her skin tone? And her name was Penny. I have Penny's hair from Inspector Gadget. But I really do like the wig, y'all. It has the ear tabs. You get lace all around here. Okay, I should go ahead and lay it for you guys so you can actually see what it does. Sorry, let me check out my, add more blush and keep it pushing. That's right, Karen, add more blush. It's all about the blush, and my blush is literally my lipstick, which I just reordered. So this is my favorite color, Flamingo by MAC. And my blush technique is up here. But okay, I'm gonna take the wig off, show you the cap construction in case I didn't do a good job at telling you guys all that yet. And then I'm gonna lay it down and try to see what styles I can get out of the wig. Okay, this light is crazy in here. I turned on too many lights now. Okay, so anyway, you get the comfort strap. You get one big comb in the back, at the nape of the neck, and then two on the ear tabs in case you guys need combs. I'm going to end up cutting my combs out because clearly I don't need them. It is open wefted, which is good for some of you, I guess. For me, I prefer a closed wefted cap, like this one. Let me show you. This is the LUHD Super Wig. I have to turn this light off. It's too bright in here. But try this. Is that better? Is that better, y'all? Okay, I turned off my ring light. Okay, this is a closed wefted cap, and I love closed wefted cap because just now when I spun around to show you the back of this wig, I wanted somebody to tell me whether or not you were able to see the tracks through. When you have a closed wefted cap like this one, you can't see the tracks. That's what I love. So you see, I'm moving my hand around. You can't see any tracks. But then when it's open wefted like this, you can see the tracks. So for girls who are bald like me, this really matters. And also if like you're wearing a wig that doesn't match your color, you see how you can see my hand right in there? So if you're wearing a wig that's not your natural hair color, that would probably matter a lot as well. But yeah, so it's an open wefted cap. You get the comfort strap along with the bra straps here, which I've already adjusted, and it fits nice and snug. It's not overly large, but I'm pretty sure, you know, if you had here, let me put it back on to see if it's big head friendly. I hear that term used a lot, and I'm always just like, why does anybody's head need to be that big? But I realize now what it is. People have hair and they want to stick it underneath their wigs, so they need that space. I don't need the space, and frankly, when a wig is too large, I just find it to be a nuisance. But this wig, you get a little bit of space. What I'm pinching right here is space. It's space. So you get a little bit of space, but not a whole lot. So I guess if you had a ton of hair like my cousin Karen, who's in the comments, then you would have a hard time wearing this wig. Okay, let me see. I do like this wig though. I haven't done anything to it. All I did was move the part a little bit because I hate that rigid, hard line of a part. I can't stand that. I noticed that I see that online as well. Like I see all the housewives and they're wearing these wigs and they have these perfect lines in it. And I'm just like, why do you need your line to be that hard? For some reason, I very easily get wig embarrassment, secondhand wig embarrassment. When I see another person with a wig on that doesn't look right, I immediately feel like my wig looks bad. I don't know why. I just feel like I just want to pull out my mirror and start messing with my hair to make sure my hair doesn't look that bad. Because it happens like that. You'll put yourself together in the morning and then go out and then glance by a mirror. And by the afternoon, you're like, what the hell did I just see in the mirror? Why is my hair sticking up like that? Why do I look insane? And that literally happened to me the other day. And that's why I decided I'm going to give myself a makeover. I don't know if this is the makeover that I wanted, but I don't hate the wig, y'all. What do you think? Anyway, guys, that was all I really wanted to come here to do. I thought that I was going to come here and customize a wig for you guys. Um, but apparently this wig doesn't need a lot of work at all. So no customization necessary. Hang on, let me just get my got to be glue and glue this down. Maybe I can show you guys some different styling options for this wig once I get it glued down. So I feel lucky when I put on a wig because I don't have to worry about doing like the bald cap method that is so popular. I had a girlfriend, right? Typically in my real life, whenever a friend or a family member needs a wig, they'll contact me, right? Because they know my story. And I'll give them advice on how how to wig, right? But not too long ago, I had a friend who actually asked me to do her wig. She wanted me to install her wig, which I had never done before. Um, I install wigs all the time. I just install my own, right? Yo, it was the hardest thing I had ever done. She was doing a photo shoot, right? And so this girlfriend of mine, she has beautiful head of hair. Her hair is quite on the silky side, like fine and silky. Um, she had it like wrapped, you know how you wrap the hair. And that's how I found her when I went to see her. She was doing a photo shoot and she had one girl doing her makeup and she wanted me to do her hair, right? So I brought the wig over. Um, I prepped it with some glue. I had bobby pins. She had her hair wrapped. That wig would not stay on her head to save our lives. She could not wear her wig for that photo shoot. And she had a whole photo shoot spread um, idea for it. Like it was supposed to be like this bone straight Cleopatra wig. It was really beautiful. I could see the vision. She had this whole outfit that was supposed to go with it. And she couldn't even do it because I could not get that wig to sit on her head. And y'all, hats off to you girls with full heads of hair who know how to install a wig because that is work. I don't know how y'all do it. After experiencing her, I was like, first of all, I never want to do that again because I failed miserably at it. And I felt really bad. I felt really bad. I could tell that she was, she was upset. Of course, she played it cool. She was like, it's okay, it's all right. But of course, she was upset. She had a whole photo shoot spread waiting, outfit, shoes, makeup to match the hair. None of it worked out. Fortunately, she had beautiful hair of her own and her hair was done. So we just combed it out and it didn't work out. I feel so bad. All right, so enough of that. So this got to be glue works really well. I put it down, I hold the sides. No wrapping necessary. I don't have to turn around and like put some what is that headband on my head and hold it in place. If I go like this for a minute or two, it'll be gone. So I'll hold my head like this for a minute or two and check my messages, and then I'll be done. That'll be all. So where you guys from? Do I have anybody from different countries? I'm in the US. I'm in New York, US. Where are you guys at? Let me know. And make sure that you like the live. Make sure you like the live. If you're on TikTok, make sure you're giving me those hearts. That's great for the algorithm. Make sure you say a little something in the comments. That's even better for the algorithm. You know, I'm Action Jacqueline, your big bald-headed sister and fellow alopecia princess, and I'm here to enlighten the community, uh, the outside community who does not belong to the bald girl, bald boy community, that we do exist out here. We're not sick. I've never been sick a day in my life. My hair loss is basically an allergy. It's just another, I could get into the scientific discussion about what alopecia is, but if I wanted to explain it in layman terms, I would basically just say my body treats my hair follicles like they are foreign bodies. They look at the hair follicles and they, one by one, they just pop them away. They're like, those things don't belong on this girl's body. Get them out of here. Like, my immune system is great. I was actually just talking about that the other day because everyone in my house had COVID. Everyone in my house had COVID last 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I've never gotten COVID. I had it once. I tested positive for it, but I never got sick. And even, I'm talking even back in 2019 when people were like dropping, you know, their lives were getting ended over it. I never actually felt sick. And everybody in my house had it. They were all sick. I have a like superpower immune system. It's very overactive, I would say. So yeah, I can't grow hair. I can't grow hair. I don't grow hair anywhere on my body. So that's my story. The wig is basically now, oh, it's not. I lied to y'all. Look, it made me a liar. I think I am going to have to go ahead and lay it down with something. Or maybe I could just use a little bit more glue. Hang on. Let me just get some more glue. In the comments, I would love to hear if you guys all do the ball cap method. Those of you who have hair and like wearing wigs, do all of you do the get ball cap method? Or are there other ways that work? Like, what could I have done for my friend Kenya when she wanted that wig to make it stay without doing that tedious bald cap method? Because for some reason, it looks crazy to me, the bald cap method. Like, y'all put the stocking cap over your entire face, I've seen, right? You put all the gel and stuff on your head first, put the stocking cap over your head, cut out your eye area, and then you like use one of those blades to cut a hairline, and then you blend the cap to make yourselves look bald, and then you put the wig over it. That is so tedious. It just, to me, it just looks like it takes so much time. And for me, like this wig right here, y'all know this is the price tag on this thing said $54. Like I said, I got it free with another purchase. So I bought 2 wigs, got one of them for free because that place in Ocala, Florida that I bought it from was actually doing 2-for-1 wig sales, which again, I've never seen in New York. Like, can somebody in New York please have a 2-for-1 wig sale? Because I'm all over it. I want to fly back to Ocala, just so that I could take advantage of more purchases from that store. If I had more money in that moment, I would have bought like 10 wigs that day. I did end up buying, I think 4. I just bought 4. I actually couldn't find that many that I wanted. If I had seen more, I would have put them on my credit card. Like I would do that. For a wig, yeah, because it's not like I'm not gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying? I never waste a wig. Very seldom do I waste a wig unless I blind buy it, meaning, you know, I'll see a video on YouTube and I'll think it's so pretty, I'll just buy it without going into the store and testing it out for myself. then at those times, I do risk getting a wig that I absolutely hate or that is a piece of crap, which I have done. I made a video about that. That thing pissed me off. Whenever I get a wig that is crappy, I make sure to tell you guys because I don't want none of y'all spending money and wasting it on a wig that is going to give you a headache. Because not only do you waste the money on the wig, you actually also waste the time trying to make the wig work. And that could literally be a lot of time. You could spend hours trying to make a wig work, and then you go out and then the wig embarrasses you further while you're out and about, which is enough to make a girl go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Drives me nuts. So I make sure that I come back and blast the company, blast the wig, and let you guys know, don't buy that wig. Right now, I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. I guess I could use one of those, what do you call those, like little elastic headbands to hold it down, but I would have to get up and leave y'all and go get it and all that other stuff. So we're just gonna hold it down like this. Look at that hairline, y'all. Straight out the package, just that good. Let me read this. Okay, so according to this, melted hairline lace should show up, blah, 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 blah. Soft HD transparent lace, 5-inch deep parting space. It is only the C part, y'all. So you're not getting like a 4x6 or whatever they call that. Completely pre-pucked hairline. I can attest to that because this is a good ass hairline, y'all. Check that out. Woo, that hairline is good. So nobody in the comments told me what you guys do when you're wearing your how you apply your wigs if you have hair on your head. Is everybody in the community, everyone joining me, are all of y'all part of the bald girl community? In my lifetime, I would love to sit down with a group of bald people who all are just like me and who are not obsessing over regrowing your hair. I have long since passed the stage of trying to regrow my hair. I already know my hair is not ever coming back, and I've made peace with it. And as much as, you know, I want to be here for the bald community, I don't push any of the hair loss treatments that are out here, except the only one that I would really push is the steroid injections. Those steroid injections really, really do work. Those work. The JAK inhibitors and all those other things, they tend to alter your immune system. That's how they work. They suppress your immune system in order to allow some regrowth. I would prefer to have a good immune system and be bald than to have a suppressed immune system and have some hair. That's just me. I do understand that some people are willing to take the risk, but the steroid injections, they really, really do work. I used to get injections, but I had to go back every 2 weeks to get them. And if I missed a dose, the hair would fall back out again. And that's just because I have such aggressive hair loss. But most people don't have hair loss that is aggressive. So I definitely recommend, if you're noticing now that your hair is thinning or that you have a few bald patches, get the injections because they work. They definitely work. The other stuff, even right now in the news, they're talking about, I don't know if you heard about Hims. There's a product called Hims and Hers, but in the news, as a matter of fact, let me get it for you. In the news right now, they're talking about that has sexual side effects, like bad sexual side effects. I could actually read you the, let me see if I can find it. I could actually read you the article about that one. FDA warns that popular hair loss drug has been linked to erectile dysfunction, brain fog, and even suicidal thoughts. Ooh, I shouldn't have used that word, the S word. I've been dinged before for using words like that, so good God. But look how pretty this wig is, y'all. I'm so impressed with this wig. Outre really did it with this wig, y'all. For those of you who are just joining me, let me show you. I haven't even run a brush through this wig yet, y'all. I've only finger combed it and glued it down. I cut the lace off. It's pretty much glued down now with the got-to-be glue. Is this? Yeah, it's pretty much glued down. I guess if I wanted to wear this wig back, I would have to do some plucking. But I think I would wear it just like this. What y'all think? If this was your wig, guys, would you pluck the edges or just leave it like this? I like to live an easy life. So whenever I get the opportunity to be lazy, I take it. But I guess if I decided I wanted to wear this wig back, I might. Wow, this wig is really nice, y'all. I could go get some tools and try to. Wow, this wig is nice. Left side part though. I've actually, usually with the I've noticed that with the budget-friendly wigs, this wig is a budget-friendly wig. Paid free for it. Paid nothing for it because like I said, it came free with another purchase. But the sticker, I think it said $54.99. Yeah, $54.99. I normally don't get more than 1 week to 10 days out of a synthetic wig, but lately I have been, like I said, wearing my wigs for fewer hours throughout the day, so I get more wear out of it. That's really what I've been up to lately, was trying to what's the word? Trying to accustom myself to being bald more often. In anticipation for what's going on in the world, because for some reason I feel like we're all going to end up like barefoot in the middle of the forest at some point. So we need to like learn how to use bows and arrows and be comfortable in our skin. I don't know. I know that's extreme, but it's just wild outside. So I'm trying to get more and more comfortable in my skin. Anyway, what was I saying? I was going to show you guys the article about the popular hair loss drug that has been linked to erectile dysfunction, brain fog, and suicidal thoughts. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you. Give me un momento. Un momento, por favor. Hold on, let me get it for you. Okay, so this was a story from the New York Post that I reported on just the other day, and I just found it so, it's like, it reminded me that if you're not careful, your doctor who's supposed to care for you will subscribe to you these medications without ever disclosing to you the side effects unless you ask. I've noticed this. This has happened to me several times where these doctors are just like, oh, we have something that'll work for you, could grow your hair back, and they never tell you the side effects. So you have to advocate for yourself. Don't expect these doctors to care for you, because 9 times out of 10, they're just worried about getting through their busy day, because they have to see like a new patient every 12 minutes, according to, what is it? The insurance, right? Every 12 minutes, I think. They say every 12 minutes, doctor has to see another patient. I worked for doctors before. I worked for pathologists, and they used to have to sign out. Pathologists never see patients. They see slides, and they used to have to sign out cases. I think like 200 cases a day, which is crazy. That's a lot of patients to have to care for in a single day. So I'm not blaming the doctors for their negligence. I'm blaming the insurance companies for putting it on them like that. Like, it's, I don't know what that is. But anyway, I digress. Let me go ahead and show you this. Okay, this one here. This one here. Here's the story, y'all. Oh God, the way this New York Post has such a way with words. My genitals changed while taking a common hair loss drug. It messed with my erections and sex drives too. Wow. Did y'all read that? Make sure I say that again. He says, and I repeat, my genitals changed while taking a common hair loss drug. It messed with my erections and sex drive too. And ladies, just because this is happening to a man, don't think this won't happen to you. We get side effects too. We just they're just different. They're just different. Hold on, let me go ahead and read this. A 28-year-old man has revealed a harrowing 9-month struggle with a popular hair loss drug, describing the mostly sexual side effects that turned his life upside down. Shockingly, he says, the symptoms got even worse after he stopped taking it. Speaking of the podcast Moral Medicine, a man who goes by Chirag said he was living the good life before he started popping finasteride in June 2023 to deal with hair loss. There he is. He did get some hair growth. So there's that, right? I don't know if it was worth it. We'll continue on. He knew friends who had been on it for years without issue. Oops, I lost it. Sorry. And most of the internet research that he did indicated that post-finasteride syndrome, a condition in which someone experiences severe side effects after they stop using finasteride, wasn't real. He acquired the medication through Hims. I know y'all heard of Hims. If you haven't heard of Hims, it's because you don't have hair loss. Because if you have hair loss, that would have come across your feed at some point. He acquired the medication through Hims, claiming the telehealth company gives it out like candy. There's no process for it. The Post reached out to Hims for comment. I didn't know what I was getting into, Chirag said. He took 1 pill a day before he began to experience side effects, most of which were sexual. So he decided to stop taking the drug, and in a few weeks, he felt normal again. He did some more research, at which point he made the huge mistake of deciding he had simply been taking too high of a dose. I feel like if there was more education related to this, I could have been saved from the syndrome, he said. It's a syndrome, they say. I think it was named earlier on in the article. After tinkering with the dosage, he noticed that he was no longer getting erect in the morning. So he discontinued use again in January 2024. 3 months later, he experienced a sharp burning pain in his pelvic area. Sorry, y'all, thirsty. A symptom that intermittently persisted for months before going away. All of a sudden, he experienced a crazy high libido. That's fun. Sorry, y'all. I hope there's no kids watching. So he assumed he had just taken 6 months. So he assumed if it had just taken 6 months for the drug to fully flush out of his system. Then on July 6th, something just turned off. He said, I was literally impotent for 3 weeks. Damn it. A month later, and then things really took a turn for the worst. A month later, I started getting crazy insomnia. Oh my God, have y'all ever had insomnia? It's the worst. I suffer with that. I literally didn't sleep for 10 days straight. Okay, it's never that bad. Not for me anyway. He said it was hell. I was ST scared. I don't know what that means. Oh, ST scared, whatever. He also experienced severe weight and muscle loss. His genitals changed, and the pelvic pain returned with a vengeance, rendering him unable to sit properly. Oh my God. I wonder what he means by changed. Oh, I pray he gets better. He saw a urologist who seemed to disregard PFS, but prescribed him Cialis. Oh my God, the doctor gave him another drug to fix the other drug. So he gave him Cialis so that he could get some erections and told him to see a pelvic floor specialist. Damn it. Ugh. I hate it when the doctors do that. I just lost that. Anyway, I could go on and on with the story, but I don't want to bore you guys anymore. This video really was just to talk about this wig, and somehow I'm telling you guys about finasteride and erectile dysfunction. Sorry, y'all. Oh, the tangents I go on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review of this beautiful wig that came out the box looking like this. I told you, the only thing I did with this wig was go like this. And it's freaking gorgeous. I did not expect it. I was staring at this box for months, loathing the time I would have to spend customizing it. But because something, according to the videos I've seen, something told me that I was going to have a hard time. I'm going to show you the videos if you guys want to hang out. You guys feel like hanging out? Let me know if you want to hang out. Because clearly I have a lot of talking to do today. My mouth is moving a mile a minute. Can't even explain why. But let me show you guys this wig. I did some research about the wig before I, hang on. Oh, here it is. Can y'all see that? All right, let me pull that up for you. Okay, so when I saw this video, right, I wanted to find a video of the wig in the same exact color that I have. And I think she's a really beautiful girl too. But what I don't like, can y'all see my mouse? Because I want you to see my mouse. What I don't like is that hair, that rigid part. And for some reason, I imagined that there was no way out of wearing the part like that. And I didn't look forward to wearing the wig for that reason. I don't like how that looks. But if you guys want to see all the colors that the wig comes in, I'll be glad to show you. Look how beautiful she looks in it. I mean, it is really a beautiful wig. She looks very pretty, and I just wish she would mess up that hairline just a little bit. Hang on, let me just show you guys the, okay, here we go, the Amanda wig. Okay, this is it in a different color. What color is that one? I don't know. That's a nice chocolate color. You see how many rich, ooh, that's a beautiful shade.
Greetings, queens and kings, if you're stopping by. Welcome back to my channel.
Let's see if I can real quick see.
Beautiful wig review. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification.
Oh, it's called DR Almond Spice. She has it in DR Almond Spice. Oh, she has it in 2 shades. I guess she's about to do a review that shows it in 2 shades. But that's a really pretty color. She has Almond Spice and also the color I have. What else? There it is again in my color. What other colors do they have? Oh, she has it in, this is like a 99J, right? Really pretty. I used to be able to pull off this 99J color, but ever since I got old, can't wear that color anymore. Ooh, look how she wore it. That's gorgeous. Oh, she looks like a movie star with her hair like that. And there it is in 1B, it looks like. And everybody seems pretty happy with it. I don't think this is the same wig. Not real sure. Anyway, it comes in a lot of colors. I think I miss having long hair like this. I like this girl too. I like her videos. I watch her a lot. Anyway, y'all. Thanks again for watching. Let me see if I can click this thing off, if I know how. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate having you here. I love you very much. I'll see you again in another video. Make sure that you tune in. Lately, I've been recording every day. I'm kind of proud of myself. So you might be able to look for me again tomorrow. Just turn on the notification bell if you're on YouTube, and make sure that you follow me on both platforms. I'm on right now TikTok and YouTube. Give me a whole bunch of likes on TikTok if you're there, and make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the little bell so that you can know when I'm live, because I've been live every day. I'm so proud of myself. All right, so long, guys.